Over the past 9-10 years, traditionally I average 220 to 240 cow days per acre, which would equate on average prices, figuring land rent at $40, paying myself to seed it at $20, buying the corn seed, about 80 cents a day average. Some years I'll get the cows down to 55, 60 cents a day for the winter. This winter I'm assuming due to the early frost, a little lower yield, I may be up to 90 cents a dollar, but I'll know later in the winter. But traditionally I'm about 80 cents per day per cow over the winter.
We provided the cows with 3,500 hay bales that we placed. To place those 3,500 hay bales, it took me 60 tractor hours to physically place those bales into those rows, and it took us an additional 20 hours with the tractor to pull the net wraps, with another 3 people pulling the net wraps off those bales. All those costs put together, charging the tractor out at $100 an hour and the men at $25 an hour, it worked out to cost us 1/3 cent a pound of hay to get all that work done ahead of time. So it's very labor intensive to place those bales and to get those net wraps off in the fall, but economically it's actually a lot cheaper to do it that time of the year versus what it actually costs to be able to go and pull twines and feed cows every day during the winter months. Traditionally it's way more expensive to do that.
Figuring out what the cost saving is on different grazing systems is just taking green feed, for example. I figure that you can run green feed swaths for under $1 a day, whereas I'm sure it's well over $2 a day to roll out hay.
Okay, I did the numbers this morning. I looked at it. We swath grazed this year for 63 cents a day if we don't charge rental. If we add rental, which is in our neighborhood would be around, I'm going to say $60 an acre, that adds 20 cents a day to our cows. We got 220 cows per acre this year swath grazing, and so that's kind of where we were. Once we switched to silage, hay, straw, minerals, a mixed ration, we went up not substantially. We're probably about 70 cents a day, I think, in the high 60s or 70 cents. However, once you switch to feeding, your overheads double or triple. I blew 2 hoses yesterday on my truck with $65 for a 4-foot hose. So it doesn't take long to add $1 a day to a cow with an overhead that you're not used to.
We're able to pick up rental pasture here in the region of 85 cents a day. So my thought was, if we can rent these additional pastures at that and then extend our grazing season into the winter, we're effectively buying our winter feed in at 85 cents a day. And that has been the kind of basis of our system here, and it's worked out pretty well over the last 10 years, where it's been pretty lean times in the cattle industry.
It's important to find your own best solution, find your own, and that'll depend on your own costs. I mean, some people can put up hay cheaper, some people can use, swath grazing as an option cheaper, and even having said that, 2 neighbors side by side could have very different costs on either haying or putting up swath grazing, whatever it is. You need to understand what's the best fit for your own place. That changes from year to year. Just because it's the best option this year doesn't mean it's going to be the best option next year.